So this is the path, obviously, into the village. Beautiful little stroll. Castle to the left of me, river to the right. Here I am, stuck in the middle, not with you. Well, good day everybody. Welcome back to the channel. Yes, what you see there is a little castle. This little place is called Corfe Castle. Very small little place here in Dorset. Now, I don't know what to expect, apart from it's very small, it's supposed to be very cute, and the castle is a beautiful castle. Now, apparently we can walk up here and there's going to be a path up to the little town there, and there's also a little path here that you can go up. So what we're going to do is we'll go up this way and we'll come back down the other way. So we've got a little loop, folks. Anyway, we're just walking along the little river here now, but we're going to be heading up there somewhere. There's going to be a path to the left, like I say. And that, my friends, is Corfe Castle. Now what else I want to do is I want to try and find a nice viewpoint of the castle as well, because obviously when you're up there you can't see it, but I'm sure there is going to be some kind of viewpoint from somewhere. Anyways, without further ado, let's head on down to Chinatown. Okay, so the castle, 1/4 mile. This is the path I was talking about, to the left. Village and castle is 1/4 mile, but I'm gonna go right. It doesn't say there's a viewpoint from there, but while we're here, folks, there's a visitor centre and all of that, so let's go and see if we can go up there to have a view of the castle. Anyways, so I just saw a mother and daughter then and asked them politely if there's any vantage points or viewpoints of the castle, and they said not really. They said the best one you're going to get is from the road, which is the one we saw at the beginning. But folks, I'm not sure I'm going to take their word for it, because it's not that I don't trust them. I've just noticed a little walk here, which I'm not going to go too far because I don't have the right attire on to begin with. We were just coming for a little mooch in the village actually, but what I'm going to do is I'm just going to follow this little path up here, because folks, I think we're going to get a view of the castle from up there. Anyway, let's have a gander, shall we? Not that I am disputing the locals, not one bit. Would I ever do that? Not a chance, folks. Anyway, just a couple of minutes walk. Ta-da! Maybe they weren't as local as they said they were. Bloody liars. Well, this path just keeps going on and on and on. Beautiful view of the castle. Absolutely stunning, man. I can't believe those guys, they were just down here saying, no, there's not really a vantage point. But anyways, look, there's the village, the castle, beautiful hill beyond yonder with cows on the top. Absolutely stunning little place. And then even further to the right there, you can see a graveyard, so there's going to be a church there. Come on, guy, get it together. And yeah, some lovely thatched houses over there, man. Anyway, let's just keep climbing. We're not going to go too far, guy says, but I just want to get to the top of here. That's all. No further, I promise, because we need to go into the town. It's getting late and I want a couple of shops to at least be open, because I've got things to get, folks, as well. Look at this, man. Beautiful. Postcard perfect, eh? So we've got ourselves a lovely little walk here. We're just going to get to the top. I said that about 5 minutes ago, folks, and it is just climbing, to be fair. As you can hear, out of breath, guy. Fitness levels dropping. The views just keep getting better. That's why I want to keep on going up. And that's the thing, you know, when you're within the castle, you don't really see the castle, if that makes sense. because you're engulfed in it, you don't really see it. I prefer to see it from a distance personally. Oh, can you see the steam train? Woohoo! Hope that picks up on the camera there. Oh, what a beautiful little scene, look at that. The castle, steam train, beautiful old little village. And we're still going up and up and up. We're going to stop at this gate, folks. We're going to stop at this gate. We're going to turn around and we're going to get the view of Corfe Castle from the highest point that we're going today. Voila. Stunning. Poole, Bournemouth. We were down there. Studland will be down there. That's where we were the other day. If you didn't see that video, I'll leave it in the description below. Really, really nice part of the coastline we visited then. Anyways, folks, we're going to head back down now. We're going to go into the little village there, see what all the fuss is about there. Left it a bit late in the day, folks, to be honest with you. Again, been doing voluntary work this morning and just a last minute idea to just head over here and check this little place out because I've been told it was worth it. And so far, so good. Well, I guess the moral of that story is if you've got a gut instinct, gut feeling that you might be right and a local might be wrong, go with your gut instinct, folks, because that was pure evidence right there. Anyway, nearly at the bottom, castle views, path, village. Vamos. So this is the path, obviously, into the village. Beautiful little stroll. Castle to the left of me, river to the right. Here I am, stuck in the middle, not with you. Anyway, folks, vamos. So just coming into the village. So here we go, folks. Corfe Castle isn't free. £6.60 for me, a big child. But yes, folks, I'm not going to be paying that today because it's coming to the end of the day and it's nearly closing anyway. Look at the old roofs on these houses. The Fox Inn, a little pub here. Potential shandy. But just gonna have a look at these old houses here, just so I can show you the roofs in close up. Got the cathedral here. But can you see the roofs? That's what I love about these old houses. Check out the shingle roof on that. And then from here, folks, just looking back, we have the castle in the distance, right there. Yeah, these houses are absolutely beautiful. Kind of reminds me of Yorkshire, actually. The Yorkshire Dales. It's that kind of vibe that I'm getting, even though we're nearly as far south as we can get in the UK. Anyways, folks, this just goes off. This just fizzles off now, basically. And there's a little path here through to the church. Should we have a little look? Chapman's Pool. Oh no, that's miles away. 4 miles away, folks. Anyway, let's go to the church and then we'll probably loop back into the town or village town. We've got a lovely little chapel. Look at this. It's not part of the main thing, not the one we saw before. It's just a separate entity with a house on the side, a little chapel house. Beautiful. All right, well, that heads out of town. We're going to go left here into the village, check out the square, centro, and you can see in the distance the old castle. The old castle. And the old thatched roofs as well. Beautiful. So yes, we've just done a full little loop. Coming back into the town here now. We walk from that way, coming this way. Very cute, folks, very cute. But anyways, but do we go to the Greyhound, folks? Do we go to the Bankers Arms? The Greyhound, the Bankers Arms, the Fox Inn was just up here. 3 pubs in one little place. Too many choices for this little kid. Anyways, folks, let's go and have a look, shall we? So I'm just taking a little walk alongside the cathedral. And one of the main reasons being, because I wanted to show you guys the roof slates properly. You just don't seem to get a proper view from down there. There we go. Look at those roofs. Why do I love them so much? I don't know. Anyway, there's the Fox Inn. That looks very small. Should we go and check that out? Anyway, folks, we're going to head back into the village now, and we're going to head to the Fox Inn. And the reason being is because it's reputed, if that's the right word, reputed to be the oldest pub in Corfe Castle. Wow. Out of all 3 of them. So vamos. Apparently there's some nice views of the castle from the gardens as well. Always welcome. So let's go and check it out, folks. We're just heading a little bit out of the village, out of Centro, because I believe there's a nice little bridge down here. I'll tell you what, folks, it's a busy road. I'm going to give it that. It's non-stop traffic since I've been here on the main strip, which is what I didn't expect from a small little village. There's even some traffic lights here, folks. A set of traffic lights. Whew. That means serious business. Anyway, little place there called Boar Mill. That's obviously an old mill. Well, a very small little river, but equally some nice views of the castle. And this little house down here, Boar Mill, stunning little spot. Well, the road just fizzles off into nothing down there, so let's head on back. Let's go and check out the Fox Inn, folks. Whoop! Well, here we are, back in the square. So as you can see, this would have been the main square back in the day. Chapel, cathedral, castle, me, the Fox Inn. Vamos! Circa 1568, so 15th or 16th century, whichever one it is. Anyway, vamos, entrance. Hello, you alright? Well, there we go. Apparently the garden is down here with some nice views of the castle, apparently, folks. So let's go and check it out, shall we? It's quite a lengthy garden, man. So from the front it looks tiny, looks minute, but once again we have the garden to ourselves. And as promised, whoop, there's the castle. Castiggio. Fabiola, I'm sorry if I got that wrong. Anyways, let's go and take our little pew down here. folks, time to head on back. Well folks, there we go. That was the Fox Inn. So what we're going to do now is, I've just been looking on Google Maps, and you can walk up to the entrance of the castle and there should be a little path to the right that we can take back. Do you remember at the beginning of the video I said there's a little loop we can do? Anyway, goodbye square, goodbye central. I think there's a path just down here. And here we go. Livestock grazing. Could mean we see some livestock grazing. Shut up, guy. Anyways, let's head on back to where the fun began. We've got the old Boar Mill down there. Do you remember that house that we saw before? From the bridge. That is that. So we're just walking alongside the castle, folks. And this is the road that we drove down before when we first started the video. Just getting a little bit muddy. Don't have the right footwear, guy. Well, there we go, folks. I hope you enjoyed that little adventure around Corfe Castle. Beautiful little spot. Highly recommended if you're in the area. You can spend a good few hours here, and where we hiked at the beginning of the video was up that little hill there, so you get a view over to the castle. So there. Here's the free car park. You can pay. There's paid car parks here, but if you can, come here. Anyway, folks, until the next one, take care of yourselves, have some fun. Peace.